In this video I'll be showing you on how to replace a Syma X5C motor. I'll leave links in where I got the motor from and where I got the Syma from. First step you'll need to do is unscrew the propellers and the prop guards. So to unscrew the prop guard there is one screw normally right here, but I've taken it out to make it easier, so you'll need to do that for all four of the prop guards. Once you've taken them off, you want to put them aside. Step 2, you want to remove the propellers. So you want to get a crosshead screwdriver and remove them. And put them somewhere where you can remember the orientation. Next thing you want to do, once you've got all the propellers off, is flip the quad over. And you want to pull off the landing feet. Step 2, once you've got all the propellers off and the prop guards and the landing feet off, you want to flip the quad over and remove all the screws on each arm. Let me zoom in so you can see where all the screws are. So you'll have one screw here on the end of the arm. You have two screws just before the gears, so just before the sprockets, two screws here, and also if you look down where the landing feet are, there's screws there. Don't forget to unscrew these as well. I'll do one arm for you and then fast forward it. But before you do that, you might want to make a template, just as I have done here. Let me zoom out. I have made a template. I drew around the quad. Don't mind the E-sheen part of this, but that was for something else. But I drew around the quad and I put circles to where each of the holes are, so I can remember where all the screws come from. Now let me get back to unscrewing each of the screws. You might want to use a screwdriver to get it out, no, not a screwdriver, a pair of tweezers to get them out. And then put it on your template. Or just put them somewhere where you remember them. Some screws can be a bit hard to get out, but shouldn't be too bad. This one's being a bit hard to get out. There we go. Got it out. But once you've got them all out, I'll tell you what the next step is. So I'm going to fast forward it from here. Step 3. At this stage, once you've removed all the screws out the bottom and you've got none left, I advise, if you haven't already, to turn on your soldering iron and get your replacement motor. I'm replacing the back left motor. What you need to do is just pinch so it gets off the clips, because there's like little clips that you need to like separate from either half of the quadcopter. So do that and try and be gentle, and just work your way around the whole quad, just pinching. You should see the quadcopter separate. And then you want to try and lift off the top body, as so. Being gentle that you don't break anything else. Once you've got the top panel off, put that aside. And this is the inside of the Syma X5C. Here is the board. It's very small compared to the Olsen CX10, the bottom of it. Here it is. It's just a bit smaller than the Olsen CX10 body, but it's really small. And the one we'll be working on is these two wires here, this white one and this black one. First thing you need to do is move any wires that you might get by accident. So yeah, once you've done that, you can start desoldering. And I'm going to change the camera orientation so I can solder it easier. Still part of step 3, I'll be working on these two wires here, the black and the white one. So what you want to do is get your soldering iron, and you just want to remove the wires and then replace them with the new wire. So what you want to do is get your soldering iron, unsolder one, just like so, and then the white one is, you might want to get a pen and write it down. It is, let me get a pen 1 second. The white one was M3 plus, that equals white, and then the black one is M 3 minus that equals black. So you might want to keep that so you can remember which one's which. And now you want to get the other one soldered off. So you just want to get your soldering iron, apply a little bit of heat whilst pulling the wire, like so. Now that you've done that, you need to pull the battery out of, it pokes through this little hole here, goes through there, so you just want to feed it back out, just like so, and pull the motor out. So this is a dead one, you might want to, whatever you want to do with it, to remember it's the dead one. Move it away, and now get your new motor. So you want to open that up. And if the motor you ordered doesn't have this little cog on it, right there, that cog, you need that cog to spin the motor, so you want to either put on the old one or get a new one. You just want to put this back in, push it down, and feed the wires back through the hole. And then pull, just like so. And then reassemble into the pod. Just like so. And then you're going to look at which one you put on which, and then you put on the white one on the M3 Plus. So let me re-angle this. You want to put it on the M3 Plus here. Sorry about this. But before that you want to tin the wire. Or try and tin it anyway. Just so it'll stick easier. So to do that you want to bring the wire so you can see it. So you need to tin this wire just like this. Once you've tinned it, you need to put the white one on the M3 positive. So you might want to get a pair of tweezers to hold it in place or whatever you want to do. Bit fiddly, but once you've got that one soldered, you need to tin the black wire. And move the white wire out of its way. So now tin the black wire. Just like so. Try not to breathe in any of this smoke that it produces because it's probably not too good for you. And you want to solder on black wire. So you want to get a pair of tweezers or whatever to hold it in place. I'm using a pair of tweezers. Trying, should I say. But this wire is so small, don't want to damage it. So I might use a pair of pliers. Don't grip too hard on this because it might break. It's quite hard to keep it steady. So now you can just apply heat. And once you've soldered it, check if they're all on by just giving it a tiny pull, not too much of a pull. Zoom out a bit so you can see. And now what you need to do is put back the little gears part. Check that everything's in line. Everything spins, and then you might want to move the cables out of the way so it doesn't catch on the clips. And you want to reassemble. You want to get the top half of the quadcopter. Let me just reposition the camera. Next step now is to put your little motor gear system back in and make sure it's in the right place and the wire's not in the way of any screws. I had a bit of a problem with my motor gears. They weren't spinning freely, so I switched over the little cogs that are on the motor to the old one, and it works fine now. So now you just want to put on the top casing. Make sure there's nothing like this wire here hanging out, so you want to put that back in. So I need to trap that, and it could have been bad. I might have had to replace another motor. But make sure you don't trap any of the wires. So get them out with any screws or the clips that you might have to clip in. Get it put back on the top panel. Make sure to line up everything, clip in the tiny little clips that keep the top on. I'm a bit of a struggle with this one, not too sure why. Okay, there we go. Putting it all on, clipping it all down. Oh, that is bad. Caught a motor wire. Might just want to push that in, out the way, just like that. Clipping it all down. Make sure I've got nothing in the way. Hopefully I don't. Let me just check this one here. Hang on. Yeah, this one here needs the wire to be pushed out of the way. Sorry about this. But I don't want to trap any of the wires, so push that back on. Just like so. Clip it all down. Clip the back down, just like that. Now you can install the propellers so that it will keep it kind of together. Don't want to over tighten these screws because it's just going into plastic, and you don't want to ruin any of the strip or any of the plastic. So just tight but not too tight, so you don't like strip it, as I said. There will unfortunately not be a replacement tutorial motor for the Eachine H8 Mini since my camera kind of messed it up. So now you just want to check if all the props spin. might want to turn it on and see if it does all spin. And I'll put it down on the floor so don't blow any of the screws away. Seems to be working okay. As you can see, it spins. So now we can reinsert all the screws. So I'll come back when I've reinserted all the screws. Now that I've put all the screws back in, you can get your landing feet, flip it over, push your landing feet back in. Get your prop guards if you want them on. Put them back in. And this is how you fix a Syma X5C and replace the motor. I'll link where I got the Syma X5C and the replacement motor from. Thanks, bye. I'll be doing a first flight of the new motor in the next year, so stay tuned for that. Thank you, bye.